And what are we talking about today, Devi Dude?
Devamon!
Devamon! Devi Dude's favorite Digimon, his Digimon partner. Today is all about Devimon in the History of Devimon episode. So, we've done this History of a Digimon History of episode in the past with Greymon, which was a Patreon-sponsored episode by our Patreon supporter, War. And we had a lot of fun with this, and we've asked you guys out there online if you guys like this and you want to see more episodes like this, and we had a positive response. So we're starting this as an ongoing series throughout time. Well, we're going to be doing the history of and pick a certain Digimon. And Devi Dude really wanted to do Devamon. So that's what we're talking about today. Yes, bud.
Why don't we talk about the toys, because I want to show a toy.
We'll talk about the toys. We'll talk about everything about Devimon in just a minute. So we'll start with the dudes. What is going on with our squad? Who you have on your vital bracelet?
Dunderman.
You got Impmon. And on the Dark Digivice V, as Devi Dude has named it, I have Sagittariusmon. On our beautiful Dark Digivice V. And then on my Wingardium's Pendulum, I've got Pinocchiomon. One of my all-time favorite Digimon. He's in my evolution line. Honestly, it's Pico Devimon and him are my two favorite Digimon of all time. And then on my Nightmare Soldier, I've got Piedmon, my custom beautiful Nightmare Soldier here. I've got Piedmon. Alright, so now that we got all that jazz done, let's talk about Devimon. We'll start right there in the beginning, when he first appeared, what he was like, and what was going on with him. So Devimon first ever appeared on the Digital Monster version 1. There. The very first Digimon, he's one of the original OG Digimon. If you guys didn't know, in 1996, Bandai came out with the Tamagotchi, which was geared towards young girls. It was very successful, so then they decided to try to take that idea and gear it towards boys. So they came up with the Digital Monster, or as now we know it is now, Digimon. And Devimon was one of the first Digimon on there, with Greymon, Tyrannomon, Agumon, Betamon, all those OG original Digimon. But back then, the Digimon, they came up with the sprites first and then designed them based off what the sprites looked like. So Devimon's original appearance looked completely different as we know him now. Devimon first originally appeared in a manga called Seamon. And you can see here, Devimon looked way different there. A bunch of those Digimon did. You see Airdramon, you've got Greymon there, Miramon. They look way different than they do now. They're a lot more chibi now than they did, right?
Yeah, but still, other than the chippiness, Miramon's still pretty much the same.
He looks a little more evil in there, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Seamon was originally published in what we know now as Shonen Jump, but back then it had a different name. It also, a little factoid, it came out in the same issue as Naruto's first appearance there, too. Digimon and Naruto first appeared in the same manga together. And Devimon had a way different sprite design. What did he look like in that one, Devi Dude?
Wait, are you talking about the manga or?
Yeah, the original design of him, Devimon.
The original design, as you see here, he still had this, but it was way different because instead of the horns, he had little tiny wings, and he had like hair all over, and he had like spiked shoes. Yeah.
Devimon went through a drastic redesign when they came up with his official Bandai art for him. As they did with a lot of them back then, because that was kind of just more of a concept for them before they finalized the official designs. Devimon is one of those Digimon that I love his design. When they went and redesigned him for what we know him as today, they wanted to make him look a little less humanoid, is what they originally were going for with the Digimon back then. So they extended his arms down and they gave him that mass, and they disproportionate his limbs is what they did. They did that on purpose with a lot of the original Digimon designs, so they looked less human with all of the humanoid Digimon, like we see with Anjumon's original designs, Lady Anjumon, Anjumon, we see them there also with them. In the anime, they made it a little more proportionate,
Daddy,
but it's not
Lady
there.
Anjumon.
Anjumon, I meant, and Lady Devamon. Thank you for catching that, Devi-Dude. Yeah. So he went through a big redesign, and his final design, I think, ends up lending itself to being the more menacing villain as we know him today. Which one is your favorite of the two designs, Devi-Dude?
I think the one that we know today.
Yeah. It's a great, honestly, hands down, great design for him. So let's talk more about the virtual pets. Devimon has appeared in a multitude of virtual pets throughout the years. He was on the original version 1, as we just talked about, the Digital Monster version 1. He's on the Pendulum version 3 over here. Again, mine has the custom case on it, but he was on the original one. I raised a Devimon with this hatch I did. As you guys can see here, I borrowed a few toys from Devi-Dude to take that picture there. And he also appeared on the Pendulum Progress version 2. He's on the Dynasty of Evil Dim for the Vital Bracelet. And I'm not sure if I'm missing any virtual pet appearances for him for the Digimon franchise. But he does kind of make a cameo in Tamagotchi. In 1998, they came out with the Devilgotchi here. And the flagship evil character, and then the flag kind of evil character for them, King Devilichi, is clearly based off of Devamon.
King Devilichi!
Yes. It's not said that it is a Devamon, but it is very clearly based off of Devamon's designs, and I would like to think myself that it is a Devimon that left the digital world and went to the Tamagotchi world. It is not unprecedented for that to happen. Nannymon is actually a Digimon that is stated in his official bios. He's from the Tamagotchi digital world and crossed over into the Digimon digital world. And it's not the first time either. We have Wizardmon and Witchmon who came from the Witcherly digital world and to the Digimon digital world, and we've had vice versa also. We've had Medieval Dukemon went from the digital world to the world of Witcherly, which was another virtual pet series put out by Bandai also. So now that we've talked about his original appearances, his virtual pet appearances, let's talk about Devimon's official Bandai lores for him. I count this as what the official lures are, is what Bandai puts out to go along with the virtual pets. Because the animes change a lot, and there's no real consistency throughout each anime on what is canon. So I like to consider the Digimon's virtual pet lores the canon. And for Devimon, he was an angel-type Digimon that was persuaded by another Digimon. It's also been implied that this other Digimon, is a Pico Devamon or Demi Devamon. And we'll talk about that in a second, that it was him, to cross over to the dark area. And when he does, it corrupts him and turns him into Devamon. His angel wings start to rot and become Devamon's wings as we know now. And the symbol of evil gets burned into his chest and forms on his chest. It's also implied that the angel Digimon is an Anjumon. It's never officially been stated.
Wait, Daddy!
Yes.
I think it is Anjumon. There's actually some similar...
There's a lot of similarities between Anjumon and Devamon, yes. So that's, again, why it's implied that it was an Anjumon. They're the same level. They're both adult level. Their proportions are the same. They're both angel-looking Digimon, but now he's a fallen angel type versus the angel type. His attributes are Dark Area and Nightmare Soldier. Most Devimons are found in the Dark Area, though. Now let's talk again about how we think it's a Pico Devimon that persuaded him, because Pico Devimon has the special power or ability of persuasion. He's able to convince other Digimon and people to do things that he wants. So, and it's also that Pico Devimon isn't a strong Digimon on his own. So he likes to trick or sway other stronger Digimons to his side to protect him. That's why he's commonly seen with Devimons and Vandemons and other stronger dark type, not dark type,
Nightmare Soldier.
Nightmare Soldier, thank you, Devi-Dude, and dark area Digimon. And again, commonly seen with Devimon. That's why it's implied that it was a Pico Devimon that swayed him to the dark side. And as you can see, there's multitudes of awesome Digimon art there with official and non-official with the two of them together. And let's talk about Devimon's moves. What are his attacks?
His attacks are Deathwing and Death Nail.
He also has
Touch of Evil.
Touch of Evil, yes, and Deathclaw.
Deathclaw's the same thing.
They are. Deathclaw is the Japanese name for the Touch of Evil, which is the English dub. Because all of his names pretty much have death in them, so then when they dubbed him over for English and other languages, they wanted to soften them a bit, so they named him Evil or things like that. He's able to sway and control other Digimon with the Touch of Evil or Deathclaw technique there, like we see in the original anime Digimon Adventures with Leomon, right?
No, Digimon Adventures, the first one.
That's what I said, the original anime, Digimon Adventures.
Yeah, he used it on Leomon.
Yeah.
But I have one question.
Yes.
Why doesn't he come to the Digimon that he controlled with the black gears? Like, why did he even use the black gears?
Honestly, the black gears...
He could have done it himself.
The black gears were really more of a plot device to help further along the show, is what it really was about. Because the shows take what the Bandai has for the Digimon and their VPET lores and change it to work for them and what works out well for them. Speaking of the show and different animes, Devimon has showed up in a multitude of different animes in different forms. We've seen Devimon through the original as our first villain there. Yes.
We've also seen him in Digimon Adventure 2.
Yes, we saw him returning talking to Ken, right?
Yep.
The Digimon Emperor there. He's also been seen in... Well, he's also been seen in Digimon...
The only reason he was actually there was because if you've seen the first show, it seems like they've defeated him, but not completely, because he actually shows up in there, but the only reason I think they actually made him live was so they could have the Digimon Emperor take the rest of his data to make Chimera Mon.
Yeah. So Devimon has showed up in a bunch of different shows as major characters and more lesser characters. The new Digimon reboot that's been in there, he was a major character in that one, right, Devi-Dude?
Yeah, and also he's kind of in Digimon Tamers, but kind of not, because he actually appears as an ice
Because
Devimon.
it's a different Digimon. It's the Ice Devimon. We see there. And we also see Ice Devimon in Digimon Frontier, right?
Yes.
Yes. So there's also different variants of Devimon, as we just said. Ice Devimon. Devi-Dude, can you name all the different Devimon variants for us?
Yes!
I'll count them off for you as you do it.
Pico Devimon, Lady Devimon, Devimon, Marine Devimon, Ice Devimon, Neo Devimon, and Dawn Devimon.
Dawn Devimon. So we got 7 different types of Devimons there, and we'll start talking about some of them now. Ice Devimon is a Devimon who became so cruel his heart actually froze, and giving him the ice attribute and turning him into the white Ice Devimon that we know and digivolving to the perfect level. And then we have Neo Devimon, which is one of your favorites in your evolution line.
Because my evolution line is Pico Devimon, Devimon, Neo Devimon and Dawn Devimon.
Yup. And Neo Devimon isn't actually a true Devimon evolution. He was a Devimon that was corrupted by a human and changed his data to make him stronger. And they put the mask over him to help control the Devimon afterwards. There, making him digivolve, forcefully digivolving him into Neo Devimon. And it said without the mask on that his power would just run rampant and out of control, kind of like we saw in the anime there. And then there's Dunderman, whose official Digimon bio states that it was a Devimon that took in so much negative energy and power that it forcefully digivolved itself to the ultimate level, or mega level for the dubs there, and that its insanity is pretty much teetering there on between going completely insane at any second. And once it goes into a rage, it basically goes into a blind rage and just destroys everything in sight, as we've seen in the anime. And what does he do in the anime, buddy?
He eats Tai Chi!
He ate Tai Chi. There's also Marine Devimon, and then there's Lady Devamon, which isn't actually a Devimon, but she is a female fallen angel Digimon that landed into the dark ocean and corrupted and turned into a Lady Devamon, which is also implied to be Anjumon too.
Yes, because if you've seen Anjumon and Lady Devamon, they've got a lot of similarities, just like Devimon and Anjumon.
Yup. And then Pico Devimon isn't actually a Devimon, but it's in his name. He's obviously closely associated with him, and we see them together all the time. A couple more little fun facts about Devimon is that Devimon, when he gets angry, his eyes will glow even more, and they become a brighter red. And the more angry he gets, the redder his eyes turn. There.
Awesome.
Yes. Devimon is a Digimon that I think has stood the test of time. He's been around since day one, the original, and he's not going anywhere. I think we're going to be continuing to see a lot more Devimon as the franchise goes, a lot more regular Devimon that we know and love, and then a lot more of Devimon's evolutions in the future. There's nothing actually planned or seen so far, but that's just my feeling, because obviously he's been around, he's sticking around, and he's not going anywhere. Some more fun facts about Devimon. As I mentioned, Devimon is a fallen angel Digimon, and he's part of the fallen angel armies of the dark area there, which any one of the 7 great demon lords have the rights to control. There's Devimons, Lady Devimons, and a few other different types of fallen angel Digimon there that are part of that group that he's associated with. So now we chatted about Devimon for a while. I think it's time to put a new sticker on. What do you think, Devi-Dude?
Yes, can I choose?
Yeah, let's pick out a sticker. We got a bunch of new stickers and we have a lot of open areas, so let's fill something out. Alright. So Devi-Dude selected this super cute Blacktailmon going trick-or-treating. So we're going to put that right up over here. We got a nice empty spot right there for her. There we go. If you guys know of any good places to get stickers, any awesome stickers, please let me know. If you guys want to, we've got a few people send us stickers. I got a new P.O. box if you guys want to send me anything. So please let me know ahead of time, and I'll give you the new P.O. box number if you guys already had it before you do. Yes, Devi-Dude, what is it?
And also, if we ever get more stickers, can one of them be a Devimon one with Devimon?
We don't actually have any Devimon stickers. We need a Devimon sticker. That's it. We're on the hunt. If you guys see a Devimon sticker or you know where I can get one, please let me know. Drop it down in the comments. Hit me up on Instagram. We need a Devimon sticker. We don't have any here.
Yeah,
and I haven't seen any at all yet.
Yeah.
If you guys love Digimon, if you love what we do here, make sure you giga blast that like button.
And touch the subscribe button. I'm here. here.
Down below there. It helps us out tremendously.
Oh, I forgot about
I appreciate every one of you guys who like, subscribe, comment. You're all the best. Again, special thank yous, as always, to our Patreon supporters, War and
Digital Dream.
You guys are the best. We appreciate you so much. And then, as always, from me, my family, to you,
I see Devimon
have a digitastic day.